everybody, and welcome to the Penelope Possum channel with me, your hostess Penelope the Possum. Now again, finally sporting the classic spooky scary Saturday hairstyle and hair accessory, because I continuously forget. Y'all gotta remind me. You guys gotta remind me to do that. Now, you might notice I'm wearing... Let's get closer. Cat earrings. I'm also wearing a new shirt. I got them for my birthday. That's not the only things I got for my birthday from my family. I also got this, which is just so very much myself. Hold on, I'll take it out of the plastic thing so you guys can see it a little better. Says my tummy hurts and I'm mad at the government, with a lovely screaming possum on it, screaming at its own butt, likely because its stomach hurts and therefore its guts and butts hurt. But we've got another TikTok compilation reaction here. You have to suffer the consequences of that later. It's a very good saying. Thank you. Part of me wants to put it on my PC, but the rest of me knows that I'm not gonna have this PC forever. And I'm already, there's already so many cool stickers on this that I feel like I'm scared to lose. So, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the present. Alright, so, The hell?
On July 20 of 2023, a radio station in South America.
Okay, so I guess we can't full screen it because for some reason it's not doing that properly. Let's refresh it one more time, see if it does it now. Okay, now it's working. Okay, got it to work. There is also a high possibility I might need to turn on
my July 20 of 2023, a radio station in South America was airing a live broadcast that left many viewers feeling disturbed. The footage was broadcast online, so those who tuned in were totally creeped out. In the broadcast, viewers were introduced to a special guest named Antonio Zamudio, who according to the host is someone who's had a history of paranormal experiences. Antonio talks about these experiences, but when he talks about one instance involving a clown doll, the whole studio goes quiet. Viewers could tell that the atmosphere in the room had changed. Everybody was feeling unsettled, and even more so when Antonio showed footage of the clown doll.
It feels like
in the
there's
video,
a bug on
Antonio
my arm,
shows a close-up of the clown, which he says was given to him by a family who found it at a garage sale. But after they took it home, things got very strange. They decided to give it to Antonio, given his experience with the paranormal. But one night, after setting up static cameras to record the doll in case anything strange happens, he captures this.
Yeah, I think my tummy hurts and I'm mad at the government, especially.
Somehow, the doll moves on its own. Looking closely, it appears to move by itself at an upright position before running across the room. Understandably, Antonio was just as baffled as he was terrified. It made sense now as to why the family seemed utterly spooked about this doll. Something wasn't right with it. To this day, Antonio says that he keeps it locked up in a glass case, given what happened that night. It's unknown if anything strange has happened since then, but until any updates are given, the question remains, just how exactly did the clown doll move on its own? On July 28th of 2024, a certain video was shared among many residents of a town.
My shirt also says, the horrors persist, but so do I. Because the horrors will always persist, but so will I. For as long as I...
peculiar had taken place. It happened right outside someone's house at around 7 p.m. Those who live here had thankfully caught the event on camera via surveillance footage, but the video itself is just part of the reason why neighbors are concerned. Whatever happened here had sent someone to the hospital. It was immediately after knowing this that residents of this neighborhood became terrified. The following is what was captured.
That's not how you spell terrified. There isn't a space and there's not that many eyes. Okay. Whoa! Where'd that guy come from? He was just like flung at a wall. What the hell? Dog's going nuts.
What looks like a flying object appears to strike the man from inside the house. Now it's worth noting that he's okay, but he did need a couple of stitches afterwards. But strangely, he doesn't recall what happened as the impact was intense. Not much else is known about this occurrence, but like most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
I don't know. I think it was aliens.
On September 20th of 2020, a father decides to record his two sons during a playful activity. Both his kids are engaged in a playful wrestling match, with each one trying their best to beat the other. It's a tied match, as it looks like neither one can win the game. Well, that is, until one of them gets distracted. It's unclear as to what he's seeing, but his full attention is given. In fact, he's so distracted that his opponent takes this opportunity to beat him. Although capturing his loss on camera, something else was captured that neither the kid's parents could explain. While looking at the video he took, the father sees this.
I feel like play fighting's important for kids.
Eso pa eso es.
The fuck?
Eso pa eso.
And now he's not there.
As the father sees that his son is fixated on something, he points the camera to where he is looking, but he doesn't see what it is that's so captivating. Whether he missed it or it simply was not visible, the camera had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured, but like something out of a nightmare, it doesn't move and stays completely still while seemingly staring at the camera. Whatever this is just stays in its corner, but when the father pans the camera to the same spot after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any further info on this clip, yet still, no info is needed to make this footage any creepier. While there has yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe.
Why were the kids playing in a wardrobe in the first place?
Now this next video comes from a man who, while being alone at home, spots something out of the corner of his eye. It happened while being in his living room scrolling on his phone. For some reason, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Paranoia was getting the best of him, as he thought, so he tried his best not to think much of it. But just when he started to ease up, he sees it. A figure standing at his window. He immediately takes out his phone to record it on the off chance that no one would believe him. Now we don't see the figure on camera, but something else happens that terrifies him to his core. This is what he caught.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard
birds?
I'm freaking out.
Looks like it's night. see Kahlua. Trying to distract myself. It's so much worse for me, you guys, because I've got this in my headphones. It's like right in my ears, all these sounds. It's awful. My hair's standing up on end. Literally.
There's something in this
Little
house.
palm tree.
There's something in here.
I need to take one out so I can actually hear what's happening around me, so I'm
telling
not
you.
tweaking out.
No.
Completely rational
What initially comes
reaction
off-
there. Completely understandable reaction there. Have a nice day. I'll be right back. Grabbing my bat. Recently got my self-defense bat.
If it's just a video of someone being paranoid, is in fact footage of something completely different. This is made obvious by the sudden movement of kitchen items, but even before that, the man's overwhelming sense of unease makes it clear that something strange is going on. Whatever it might be that's happening, the man hopes to get more of it on camera, and even if he doesn't, then at least he can rest assured that this was captured.
Looks like the Kahlua and something else fell.
On the night of October 4th of 2024, a young couple watches a scary movie that's already been seen by the boyfriend. It's his girlfriend's first time watching the film, and it's exactly how he imagined she would react, completely scared. It's for this reason that he films this video. It would make for a funny clip, but little does he know, this exact moment would be anything but funny. Now, viewers agree that it's already creepy enough that they live in a house filled with clown dolls and other horror-themed items, but what was captured beats any of those things. As they watch this movie, this is caught.
You think you might react the exact same way? Honestly, fair.
Holy cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
I've got a few horror items in my little room. Y'all already seen them. Y'all probably haven't seen all of them.
You can't
There's a lot of stuff in this room you guys probably haven't seen. Because it's out of the camera view. But one of the... No.
What was meant to be a funny clip of his girlfriend's reaction
clowns.
turns into something they would
Always
see in their
clowns.
movie.
It's always
Out of nowhere,
clowns.
the clown doll on the wall moves. Unaware of what just happened, she continues watching the film while the boyfriend remains speechless, as it seems that the doll had come alive.
Fell off
While
the
some think that the
swing.
film had something to do with this, the couple believes that something else was responsible. As it turns out, they live across a cemetery that's quite literally down the street from them. The following is the girlfriend's footage. Take a look.
My scary clown video. Okay, so I thought I'd show you that I actually do live across the road from a cemetery.
I got my bat here because I'm
Normally this stuff
absolutely
doesn't
tweaking
scare
out,
me,
guys.
but the
I
clown
have
kind of did.
something.
So then, according to viewers, it's no wonder why the doll had come alive. It only makes sense that watching a scary movie near a cemetery would lead to this. But as always, you be the judge on whether or not this was paranormal. Just
I
what
mean,
exactly had
how
occurred that night?
else would the clown have gotten off that little swing? Exactly. There was nothing that could have knocked it off.
A man from Poland is walking
Gravity,
through a secluded forest when he finds an
Oh, it's-
abandoned house.
It's
However,
Poland. Bad
there's something
news
about this
bears.
place that doesn't seem right. Oddly,
Very bad
for some
news
reason,
bears,
the
Poland.
owners of this house had left most of their stuff behind. It's as if they had
That is
left in a
incredibly
hurry.
bad news
Not
bears.
sure as to why there were still things inside, the man walks around with caution, thinking that someone might still be there. But as he checks out the place, things take a terrifying turn. Watch.
Looks like a nice couple. Wonder what happened to him. Some pickled things. Yeah, I think everybody would have reacted in a very similar way to the shit getting flung around. Oh, an upside down cross. Very cool. Fun fact, upside down crosses aren't actually devil worship. It's actually a Christian thing. Completely normal. Completely fine. I don't know how the iconography got associated with the devil, but it's not. It's actually not. It is in no way satanic. But I feel like it's sort of a upside down flag moment for a lot of people. A symbol of distress. I'm wondering if it's a good idea to have my bat with me like this, because I might get jump scared and hit my monitors. Okay, it's a beautiful picture of a lovely couple. It's a very old picture of a lovely couple. I should reiterate, restate. I'm gonna hold it like this, so I'm less likely to hit my fucking shit. Oh, Cheeto, you gave me. Oh! Cool, very cool. That was the cross. That was the whole cross. No. No, the music box. No, fucking out. Dude, you shouldn't have even gone in here in the first place. Get out of there. Fucking out. Good. Out, run.
Out
You're
of
definitely
nowhere,
cursed,
the house
though.
comes alive. Things move on their own, and a musical box begins to play by itself. Although we don't know the property owners' names, their pictures can be found throughout the house. But whoever they were, they must have left the place at once for obvious reasons. It's unknown where this house is located, but given what happened in this video, there's no need for an address. Whether actually haunted or not, the setting of this place is creepy alone. But of course,
It gives
let me
off
know your thoughts on this
horror movie
one.
vibes, like totally found footage horror movie vibes. Am I right?
In the following video, 3 friends are alone at home when one friend decides to call their mom after something scary had occurred.
I should be home in about 10 minutes. I need you to stay calm though, okay?
Okay.
So calm, quiet, keep the door locked. Alright, do not go out of the room whatsoever.
All 3 friends are locked up in this room, and for good reason. Earlier, they heard a loud crash from downstairs and other noises emanating from all over the house. They had thought someone had broken in, which is why the police were called.
Did it sound like glass? Was it metal? What did it sound like?
I thought it was just like a big thud, and then
So you heard glass shatter?
yeah.
Terrifying.
Now this is where things start to get strange, because apparently, after searching the whole place, the police found no signs of forced entry or any clues to suggest
I
that
need to,
someone
I'm
broke
gonna
into
get
the
this
house.
back constant.
With no indications
If
of
you
any
find an empty
trespassers,
house,
the
you ain't
police
going
leave the
into it.
property.
Neither the fuck am I. These people are idiots. Urban explorers. You're all idiots. Every single last urban explorer. Is an idiot. But there's
However,
a
after
high
watching the
likelihood
footage
I'm
recorded by
gonna
one of
get
the
this
friends,
bat
the teens
blessed
noticed something
so I
very
can
alarming.
beat the f-
Before the police
ghosts
arrived,
with
all
it.
3 friends decided to investigate the noises and presumably take matters into their own hands if needed. But during this time, something happens that prompts the friend who lives in this house to pack his things. They were spooked, to say the least. This is what they caught.
Okay, it's fine.
There's somebody
Okay.
there, they can have help.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you soon. I love you.
Scared myself with the reflection off my utility knife. No. Even if I don't get my bat blessed, my fists are imbued with the power of God, and I will beat the sins into whatever ghosts or demons try to eat my soul, or whatever demons eat. If demons do exist, what do you guys think they eat? If they eat anything? There is a high likelihood they don't eat. Or don't need to eat. The lamp looks like it's knocked over. Unless it was always like that. There's no way to tell. Don't know what the room looked like before now. Looks like the sliding glass door was slightly dimmed. A hockey stick? Wonder if they live in Canada. Because he's got a hockey
Apparently,
stick.
one of the friends had noticed something moving in the dark. Although we don't see it on camera, something else is seen that none of the friends had noticed until watching this video much later. In case you missed it, this is what was caught.
I thought that was one of the friends.
Eerily, something can be seen moving behind the railing. In a swift motion, this mysterious object passes by without making a sound. It almost seems to be floating, given how it seemingly glides. But by far, the creepiest thing about this is that a face can be made out. It's hard to see at first, but watching this again, certain features that a face would have can be seen briefly.
Yeah,
Its
like
uncanny motion
eye
and
sockets
closeness to the ground have led the group to believe that a ghost was caught on camera. To them, it looks as though a floating head had passed by. If only they had seen this before the police arrived. As they state, who knows what they would have said about this. While the supposed shadowy figure they saw was enough to scare them,
Don't worry about my
this
phone.
would have
Just
definitely
texting
scared the living
Flota
daylights
what
out
we
of
should have
them.
for dinner.
As always, let me know what you
He's
think down
working
below.
right now, so I'm so weak and hard, guys. I am absolutely so
At around 9
jittery.
a.m. on a Monday morning, a teenage girl named Mildred Neva wakes up to find her dog snuggled up on her blanket. Rarely does her dog ever do this. For once, her dog has finally chosen to nestle up in bed with her and her sister, who both share the same bed. Although initially caught off guard, she proceeds to grab her phone to record this moment. But as she records, something happens that leaves her extremely terrified. After looking closely at the footage, she saw it. This is what she caught.
Okay. Oh, the room is cute. I love the cute flower blanket. And the images on the wall, very cute. Dog's cute too. Reminds me of my mother-in-law's dog, Toby. Huh? Oh, that is a face. That's not there a second later. That, very cool.
According to viewers, it now makes
a
sense
demon
as to why her dog
would
had suddenly
likely
decided
eat
to snuggle
souls
up
that
in
they
bed.
collect.
Either someone or
Fair
something was in the
enough,
room.
my
The only
guy.
other person inside was Mildred's sister, who was lying in bed beside her. But whoever, or whatever this might have been, is completely unknown to Mildred. They just seem to appear out of nowhere before vanishing in less than a few seconds. This definitely spooked Mildred, but it's the
You hear
zoomed
me? Creepy critters trying to do whatever to me that might live in this house or be attached to me through whatever fucked up weird means. I will hit you with the entire power of God on my side. I will send you back to the frickin' shadow realm where you belong. Might not be the best at punching, but I'll certainly try.
in screenshot of this clip that keeps her up at night. As many viewers have noted, something about this image makes them feel immensely uneased. Just who or what was this? On August 27th of 2024, a store manager watches footage of something that happened earlier while sounding pretty nervous.
Gotta make
He
sure
immediately
the
ran to his computer to
ghosts
pull up the
and
video and
critters
save it, just in
of
case
the
no one
night.
believes
No,
him.
I mean
Something
fucking
happened
business.
as he was unpacking boxes, and he knows that he caught it on camera. In fact, many things happen in this footage, but it's what happens towards the end of the video that terrifies him greatly. Ever since then, he's been watching his back, hoping that it doesn't happen again. The following is the store manager's footage. Watch.
Single night. Just putting things away from the box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here.
Okay.
Okay?
Looking.
Hold on, let me speed this up a bit.
They haven't got the first clue on how to use it.
All right, watch.
If you have the doctrine right and you stow it on a shelf in your closet and do not pull that doctrine out.
Boom, you see that?
Ah!
I'll get back here for you guys to give you a better view. Look at that. And I'm just like tripping, like, what?
Actually, fun fact about the possum. Fun story about the possum when she used to work at Walgreens. Yeah, I used to work at a pharmacy place. I worked in the main store area, though, not the pharmacy bit, because I don't have a pharmacist's license. Or, some people might know it, do-on read. But, there was a ghost that haunted the store. And one night I was closing with a few of my friends that I worked with there. And this night, I don't know what happened, but it sounded like a woman, pleasuring herself was somewhere near the toy aisle. I swept the entire store. Like, I did a sweep throughout the entire store, especially in that area, because that's where I located it to be. But there was nothing there. It wasn't from the overhead speakers or anything. There are two theories I have for that. One, it was the ghost. And the ghost was actually a girl. Or two, someone somehow accidentally connected their Bluetooth to our speakers that night. And they were listening to something interesting. I do not know, but I know for a fact that there was a ghost in that Walgreens that would activate the door and knock off the fan that we kept at the front door. I called it Wally the Walgreens ghost. Another thing that happened that same night is me and another person heard speaking, like two people having a whispered conversation, which makes me think that it was a ghost and not just a random Bluetooth connection passing through our speakers, because if it was just a Bluetooth connection passing through our speakers and it was a video like that, wouldn't I have actually heard what they were saying? Because yes, there are some videos where the main point is whispering and quietness, but then the actual sounds wouldn't have been loud. Like, it sounded very loud. It was echoing throughout the entire store. But that never happened again after that night. Never. Ever, ever. Like, even when I have to go back there to pick up things, like cough drops, and I talk to my old coworkers, they never talk about things like that happening again. I swear to God, to this day, that a ghost of someone who was probably in the building that used to be on that lot. Was haunting the store.
Okay, but pay attention to this area right here.
I can grant that they've checked.
Watch.
That's good. That was one and done. Yeah.
But so what?
The funny part about this, you guys remember a second ago I started yelling into the ether that the ghosts could catch these hands, as it was, if they wanted to test me. I did something similar during this encounter. I started yelling to the ghosts. I yelled, and I said something along the lines of, if you guys want to test me, I know priests, and I am well within my power to punch you back to wherever you came from. And it stopped. It stopped as soon as I threatened violence to the ghosts. Wally still hung around and knocked down the fan and played with the door, but Wally never did anything like actually harmful or weird. It was just the door and the fan that he messed with. He was just mischievous. That ghost, I feel like, probably could have gotten us in trouble. Because we'd have to explain to any customer that could hear that why it was happening.
What? It's not what I asked you.
So clearly I have
Is that you?
the power to do a violence onto ghosts that they fear.
I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me. See that?
I will do violence to ghosts and demons.
Come out!
If they hurt me in the process, that's
Not afraid
fine,
of you.
but as long as I hurt them in the process as well, we're in business.
Is that you? I threw down the box earlier?
But yeah, this just reminds me of that so much. Ugh. The mannequin. Oh my gosh, if I had had
Come on out!
mop, I would have knocked that mannequin down. This
You don't
store
scare
is
me.
even sort of similarly set up to that Walgreens, except it's a lot bigger. It's more like Walmart.
Come on
a
out,
small
puppy.
Walmart or Kmart.
Always trying to mess with me.
Maybe a Target even.
Ooh! Oh, shit.
Just based off of how this store looks, I think it's a Target. Yeah, red basket. With a Target on it, it's a Target. Okay, this is a Target store.
Let me see. Hold on. Where am I? I'm here. Where am I though? Look, there I am, right there.
I see you.
Look, you see that? You see that?
Oh
see
my
that?
god. A whole piece of his hair.
See that?
Oh, no. There would be hands. There would be hands. I like the way he just jumped away like a pussy. So that was funny.
Hell no.
As if the store manager wasn't already spooked, this happens. Recorded by the camera pointing at the side entrance of the store is this: the manager's hair lifting on its own. Or better put, getting tugged by something unseen. It's the sudden yank on his hair that sends him running in a panic frenzy, making him think that someone was messing with him. But upon watching the security footage of this incident, he sees that no one was behind him. If no one was there, then whose forceful pull did he feel? While some viewers believe that this might have been the ghost he was calling out, others don't know what to think. To the manager, however, he knows exactly what this was and believes it's the same entity that's been messing with his store. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or had something else happened to explain this incident? Let me know what you think down below.
Crazy though, that is absolutely wild.
At around 3 in the morning, a truck driver is heading northbound on the I-57 when suddenly he begins to panic. Something had just appeared in his field of vision, and whatever it was, it made him feel terribly disturbed. The person driving is known as Ken McGill, and throughout all his road trips and delivering goods, nothing as
I hope nothing bad like this happens to a good friend of mine. We'll call her Jake, so I don't want to put her name out there for all the weirdos to find, but Jay's a truck driver. So she drives trucks like this. And I hope nothing bad like this happens to her, because
as unsettling as this has ever occurred. Not sure what he saw. He pulls to the side of the road and reviews the footage captured by his dash cam. Looking at the video, he was glad to have pulled over far away from what he'd seen. This is what he caught.
She can go meet up with him and see if she can get him to confess. And it's a tough decision, I'm sure, but Amy ultimately agrees. She wears the wire of Chuck, and she...
Out of nowhere, a person dressed in white appears close by. They almost seem to come out of nowhere before leaving out of sight. It happens quickly, but not so fast that it's overlooked. Ken is no doubt thankful that he caught this, but he's also completely terrified. And for good reason. Only a day later after posting this video, an accident had occurred at this exact spot. Reports indicate that those involved in the accident saw a lady dressed in white in the middle of the road, causing them to swerve the car to avoid hitting her. However, when interstate police looked at security footage that caught the event, they only saw the car swerving and crashing, but not the lady they claimed to have seen. It appears that they swerved for no apparent reason. While those in the accident swear that they saw a woman, Ken believes that something supernatural had appeared. Whether ghost or not, this whole incident continues to baffle him.
It's always 3 in the morning.
In the following video,
midnight,
a nurse working at a
when
hospital
this shit
decides to go
happens.
inside a room where many doctors and nurses.
Again, my incident also happened at night, late at night. It was late at night. We were closing up the store. But why does this shit always happen so late at night when the sun's not out? Tough guy ghosts and demons can't handle a little
Nurses are afraid to be in. The room in question is located on a floor that, according to rumors, is haunted. It isn't known if the rumors are true, but apparently, after what was captured, it may be the case that something truly strange is happening on this floor. On March 9th of 2021, a nurse known as Shanae Richardson pays a visit to the floor in question. On this floor, there's a hidden room that for some reason is blocked off from access. So, one night, Shanae decides to enter this room. She had gained access by asking a custodian to open it for her, but little did she know, this was a bad idea. Watch.
So everybody wants to see what's behind the door, so I'm back and I'm going to show you what's finally behind this door, okay?
It looks like a duck.
Alright, so one more time, this is everything that's wrote on the door behind this door in this hospital, and it's been unlocked, so I'm going to go inside. Feels good.
Feel my hair prickling.
It happens quickly, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
Her jumping made me jump first.
It now makes sense as to why Shanae had suddenly shut the door. Out of instinct, she had backed away upon seeing what looks like a face staring at Shanae from a distance. Its disembodied head seemingly stays in place without moving an inch, or at least it seems like that, because apparently viewers claim that the head can be seen moving for just a bit. She wasn't exactly sure what she'd seen, but whatever it was, it prompted a sudden urge within her to leave the space immediately. It was only after watching the video that she saw what it was. Not much else is known about this incident or what occurred afterwards, but until there's an update, This incident remains a mystery.
I think it's a good time to block off that room
In this
for
next
good.
video, two friends are exploring an abandoned paper mill with extreme
Idiot.
caution. Aside from the fact that the old mill has potential hazards all around, there's another reason why both men are treading carefully. Rumor has it, the old paper mill is haunted. Now both friends are known as
Oh, hell yeah. Paper mills are hella haunted. People die in paper mills all the time.
Kenneth and Justin, and they've set out to explore a place
too
where
many
residents have either
things that
seen
go
or
wrong
heard
in paper
unexplainable
mills for people
things.
to not die.
One resident recounts a time when he and his friends saw something pretty creepy.
Yeah, most definitely. The paper mill's haunted as shit, because I went there the one night, me and my buddies. We all went over there, and we were drinking a little bit, but yeah, my buddy caught it on camera that like something ran behind us.
No kidding.
On Snapchat, like he caught it on camera and everything.
Dude, I'm gonna be down there.
Now there's a lot more stories from others who live near the mill, but the reason Kenneth and Justin are visiting the place is not because it's haunted, but rather to see what's left of it. This is a hobby of theirs, and the old paper mill in Austin, Pennsylvania is on their list of places to explore. But little did they know that something terrifying would happen while being there. Both friends are exploring the old mill when they find a dark space beneath the building. They head down and capture this.
Oh no.
Hold on, I wanna get that lower
no.
closer
I'm
down
gonna need some hella funny kitten videos after this shit.
See it right there?
What is it?
A bone. Bone.
I don't see it. Oh, it is. What the fuck? Holy smokes.
Nope, 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 nope. Dude's a good singer, at least. What the fuck?
What was that?
Ooh, I got the prickly prickles. Ooh, I got
Hello?
the heebie-jeebies. Ooh, wee, ooh, ooh,
Yep, get the f out of there. Yep, no more of that. Did you hear that?
First smart thing they did the whole video. Getting the fuck
All
out
of a
of
sudden,
there.
a disembodied voice is heard from the darkness. Both men, upon hearing this, run away in a frenzied manner, as it seems that someone or something had responded. It almost sounds as though a child had responded to them. But assuming this was an actual kid,
Don't
the question
whistle in the
arises,
woods at
what's a child doing in a
midnight?
dark cellar of a building that's been abandoned for years? Now nothing strange happens afterward, but throughout the trip, you can for sure tell that they were left disturbed. Just who, or even what, had been there?
It does sound like a young
They have no
ish
idea,
kid.
and they don't plan on ever coming back to find out.
Do not like.
In this
do not
next
like.
video,
I've got
a
the
child
super
is getting ready to go to school when
heebie-jeebies.
something very strange happens. It was on a Monday at around 7 a.m. that this happened. He was packing his lunch for school at a time when no one else was awake. It was just him, alone downstairs in the kitchen. This is where the mother claims to have heard her son screaming out of his lungs in the most gut-wrenching manner. The video captures this, but there's also something else that's caught that no one in the family could explain. This is their footage. A voice with perfect clarity is heard on camera. The mother's son claims that it came from the kitchen, yet no one had been downstairs during this time. The whole space was empty apart from her son being there, but as it seems, he wasn't alone.
White knuckle
Now this whole
gripping
incident
this
gets even
fucking bat
creepier
right
when
now,
listening to the
like
story
it's the
provided by the
only thing
mother.
that's gonna keep
According
me
to
safe
her,
right
this is
now.
what happened
Oh,
after her
good
son came
Lord.
bolting into the bedroom upstairs.
He said that he heard a voice coming from the cabinets that said to him, "How did you find me?"
Cool.
When he dropped his noodles, he ran upstairs, came busting in my room, telling me to get mine because somebody was in the house. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps. So
As she states, the sound of footsteps going up the staircase was heard just moments after her son came running into the room. Everyone else had been inside the room, so she had no clue as to who was on the staircase. Either someone was actually there, or, as many believe, something beyond comprehension had paid them a visit. Whatever the case might be, her son's guttural scream will stand out as the most horrifying part about this incident.
I would go straight to my mom in that situation too.
In this next video, two friends are chatting inside a car when they immediately go silent upon noticing something strange in a building nearby.
I'm not sure what good my mom would do in the case of a haunt or a spook. But
now the first half of this footage doesn't really show anything peculiar.
Better.
All that's seen is someone who for some reason is walking back and forth in the privacy of their own home. Yeah. Although spying on someone who they don't know is already strange enough, it's the following detail that both friends find very strange. Whoever this is pacing in a way that they've never seen before. They don't seem to be walking, as they mention. Watching closely, they continue to record, when suddenly they see this.
Sounds like they have a dog near there. Oh my god, they're going so fast.
Correte. ¿Qué es lo que hacen,
Quit putting your hand in front of the camera! They've definitely got a dog near them. I can hear it whining and whimpering and panting.
Sí, porque no es que sube y baja así desde...
Just when they thought that things couldn't get stranger, this happens. Out of nowhere, the person inside this building begins to pace back and forth, but extremely fast. It almost seems a little too fast for anyone to be able to do. The two friends watch in disbelief, feeling creeped out by this eerie sight. Whoever, or whatever this might be, appears to be moving at a speed beyond human capacity. While there has yet to be an update as they plan to reach out to the supposed person who lives there, both friends remain unsure as to who, or even what, was caught on camera.
No.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Makes me wish I recorded that on my phone. Oh my god. I had my phone in my pocket. Now the
following video was submitted to me by someone who wishes to remain anonymous. They further mentioned they took this video in 2017 with an old phone, which might explain why the footage isn't of the highest quality. But HD or not, the video is still pretty disturbing. It was during a video call with someone that they caught this. They state that the person they were talking to wanted to see the mess inside their godmother's house, as apparently it was pretty messy. But unbeknownst to them, it wouldn't just be the mess inside this house that scares them, but rather something else. This is what was caught.
I keep bouncing my bat on my leg.
She's a straight hoarder. You should get this when I get home. Like, watch. She's got problems. Can you see this yet?
It's not as bad as I've seen.
You can't see this yet, can
you?
Oh, I think so.
Hold on. She's got, I don't know, she's got a lot of money. She just, like, she's really cheap and she keeps everything. This is her house.
I saw a face.
No, I can't. It says that it's interrupted.
I saw a face.
Like, she keeps everything.
I saw a face.
She's really well off too, but...
It happens quickly, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
Hold on.
No, hold on. When the lights go on.
She's got a lot of money. She just, like, she's really cheap and she keeps everything. This is her house.
Like something out of a horror movie, a pale-like face is seen floating in pitch darkness before disappearing. It appears for only a few seconds, during which the face can be seen moving. It's easy to miss the first time, but watching this again, it looks as if its head is turning towards the camera. It seemingly stares directly at the person recording, as if letting them know that they're watching. Not sure as to what was captured, the man who took this writes that the face shares a faint resemblance to his godmother's ex-husband, who passed away in this house. He passed in 2001, but ever since then, strange things have happened. While some believe that this may have been his spirit, others believe that something else was captured.
I don't care what was captured.
Whatever had been there has yet to be known. But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
I catch some shit like that on my phone or on any camera. That's fucking it.
In the following clip, a man is in his basement after having heard a strange noise.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here.
Now the man already knows that something isn't right with this basement, which is why he takes this video. Ever since moving in, both he and his family have been experiencing a plethora of inexplicable happenings. But luckily, this time, he was able to get something on camera. The year is 2017, and with only a few months living there, he can already sense that something strange is about to happen. He gets his phone and captures this.
This stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really...
That sounded like a spray paint can or something like that. Oh, yep, there goes more. No, thank you.
Cool. Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go with the door again. Yeah, don't like that.
And why are you still there, idiot?
Ooh, that's creepy.
This is why white people die in horror movies. This is why white people die in horror movies, guys.
Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Oh crap, that's freaky.
Now, taking into account that this isn't something new to the man, this occurrence doesn't scare him, but he still finds it pretty baffling, and he finds it even more so when considering that the door that just opened is extremely heavy. According to him, he can barely open it himself despite being quite big. Now, with happenings like this, one can totally understand why he and his family have left this place. Although taken in 2017 and living somewhere else now, this footage continues to baffle him to this day.
Nah.
On the night of March 5th of 2024, a young girl is wide awake at a time when she should be asleep. Despite being past her bedtime, this doesn't stop her from playing with her toys. Throughout the night, she remains awake while keeping herself engaged in imaginary play. But little does she know, something unexpected would interrupt playtime. According to the child's mother, the family has been on edge ever since watching the footage recorded on their daughter's security camera. It's around 11 at night when this is captured.
Cute girl, very cute. It's always kids too. Kids, clowns, baby dolls. Careful of your head, sweetie.
Hey, can I play with you? Hey, can you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. So I'm gonna play, yeah. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling.
Normal kid stuff so far. Very normal. I would not be putting myself on the floor at that point. Nah. This child is far braver than I would have been as a child. Oh my god! Absolutely the fuck no. Mm-mm. No, thank you.
Let's go.
That's a reasonable response to that, I think. The fucking music's still playing. And it's worse that it stopped. Yay, oh, so much fun.
It's no wonder that the mother has kept her daughter away from this room. From a toy lighting up on its own and strangely playing the same song the child hums, to seeing her getting dragged under the bed in a seamless motion, the family is extremely concerned for the safety of their children. They believe that something had lured her using a toy. Although it isn't certain if the mother had asked what her daughter had seen, she's made sure to lock the room after seeing this. But only a few days later, she does this.
So I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
No. Again? Imagine if I never came back from that. Imagine I just left the frame one day. Gone. Like that was the last anybody ever saw of me. Just gone. That would be some shit.
I should not be this scared right now.
Hi, Louise. Daughter's bed's cute. I like the ruffled skirt on the bottom. Nice toy. Can we have a little bit of fucking light, please? Light! Flashlight, anything. It would freak the fuck out. That's fair enough. Because, you know...
Oh my god.
As if checking under the bed wasn't already scary enough, she captures this, a creepy looking doll hidden below the mattress. She continues to record when suddenly the doll begins to move. Now it's a bit hard to see at first, but after looking again, its head can be seen shifting ever so slightly. It's as if it knows it's being seen. Immensely terrified, the mother bolts out of the room in a panic frenzy. Naturally, she's kept the room locked ever since then. While it isn't known if anything else had occurred outside of the room, the mother continues to post updates giving her thoughts on the whole situation. But currently, the question on the parents' mind remains unanswered. Just what exactly had dragged their child under the bed? Now the following video comes from an online streamer who, while doing a live stream, caught footage of something that's left viewers totally spooked. It was more than a few years ago when this happened, but even to this day, this clip remains baffling. Now the clip itself comes from a live stream in which Ari, the online streamer, was getting groceries for the week. Live streaming out in public is something that she occasionally does before ending her streams at home. However, it was inside her house where this occurrence took place. Only a couple hours before ending her live stream, Ari chats with her audience while cutting up some fruit from her grocery haul. While chatting with the viewer, she's told that someone is right behind her. Thinking that perhaps they were trying to scare her, she shrugs it off. But as the stream continues, something happens that scares the living daylights out of her audience.
This is living in atrás que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer asustarme. La niña de atrás que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer asustarme.
That looks like a child. Hi, Louise. What are you doing?
In the background, someone else is briefly seen. This was strange considering that Ari lives alone, yet it appears that someone else had been there. According to viewers, this supposed person looks like a child. Looking closely, it appears as if a little girl had popped into view before quickly hiding away. Again, Ari had no idea as to who it was that they saw. She had thought they were trying to scare her, but after looking at this clip, it became clear that they weren't playing around with her. Someone or something was in fact right behind her. Not much else is known about this clip or what occurred afterward.
Thank goodness.
But
okay. So that's the end of the stream, guys. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to watch some funny kitten videos. This has been Scary Compilation 2024 from last year by Bizarre Bub. This has been Penelope the Possum, freaking the absolute fuck out the whole time. Bugging. Absolutely bugging. I'll catch you guys Tuesday for the next stream. We're gonna be playing anything that isn't horror related. We don't usually get through them because I pause a lot. We got through most of it, and I think that's good enough. So, thank you for hanging out with me throughout this spooky, scary Saturday. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. Not upset about it though? No, I don't. Neither am I. Neither am I. I don't think anybody can really be too upset about not getting the absolute pantaloonies scared off of them. But, as always, please remember to stay out of small spaces you can get trapped in. Stay out of traffic. Stay out of engine compartments. Stay hydrated. Stay awesome, possums. I love you all. Have an awesome possum night, and we'll hang out again next Tuesday.